Now, if I remember, this is the Walker pew, number 20, because that had to be near the back because he was the sexton. You know, to people arrive late or whatever, hand out the books. And if I remember, when I was a kid, yeah, there's a BW, which would be my father. That'd be Billy. Don't know who that is. Oh, there's another BW here. That clearly was very bored. But you're kind of like, it's the family pew. Who could BW? I wonder who did that. Every family had their own pew. So ours was a bit ghetto. It's a bit street back here with our graffiti. I mean, Grandad must have been livid when he saw this.
To learn more about his grandfather George, Graham is meeting his father's sister, Aunt May, who's come over from England. An old friend of hers, John Wilkinson, also remembers George from his childhood.
Now, this is Grandad and Granny's grave over here, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, so...
But God, this has all changed. This used to be, there used to be trees and... He was sexton here, so that was bell ringing.
Yeah.
And
yes,
would he have
and the graves.
He did the graves.
I love digging the graves. Yeah. And if anybody, like, the school...
I loved it. Yeah. Somebody's dead,
he
hooray.
Did. He took a great pride. In the grave.
Yeah. And then he was the pound keeper?
Yeah.
That's right, yeah.
So you had to pay him a fine?
Yeah, see, if somebody's cattle got out or something like that, and they were wrong, they were put in the pound, and you had to pay my father to get the cattle out of the pound.
And doing those jobs, like delivering summons or being the sexton here, would that give you a sort of social standing? Would you have felt like a pillar of society doing those jobs?
George Walker.
George Walker, yeah.
Oh, right, so...
Yes.
That's right, yeah.
And did he enjoy that side of things?
Yes, I think he did.
I think I'd say he did, yeah.
With such strong links to the Church of Ireland, George Walker and his family were at the heart of Carnew's dominant Protestant community. But life in the south of Ireland was about to change forever. Until the 1920s, Ireland had been one country, ruled from London as part of the United Kingdom. Between 1919 and 1921, the Catholic majority, under the leadership of Eamon de Valera, fought a bitter war of independence. It culminated in the partition of Ireland and the end of English rule in the south, which became the Irish Free State, later the Republic of Ireland. Suddenly, the Protestants in the south were a minority in a Catholic-governed country.
Granny was a royalist.
Yes, that's right.
She was a real royalist.
Yeah.
Granny Walker?
Yeah, Granny Walker.
Yeah.
She hated the Irish Army.
Yeah.
And she hated anything to do with De Valera. And she was all for England. Yeah. And she'd play God Save the King as they're going down to Mass.
That's right, yeah. Yeah.
Surprised you had any Catholic friends.
Yeah.
Just as in Graham's childhood, in Carnew, Protestants and Catholics weren't encouraged to socialise. But May's friend John is Catholic.
The two of you would have gone to different schools.
Oh yeah, we went to different schools. Yeah,
but would you have played much together, or would you have been very separate?
No, I myself played with the Catholic children, and
would Grandad have been in favour of that or against it?
Yes, no, he would be in favour.
And was that rare at the time?
Yes, it was, because the Protestant children kept to themselves.
Yeah.
And what would have happened now if either a Catholic boy or a Protestant boy and a Catholic girl and a Catholic boy had started courting? Would that have been a great...
That would have been, I imagine,
yes.
yeah, that's the truth.
Yeah,
well,
terror,
she would have to turn, or whoever was the...
Would have to turn Catholic.
Yeah.
And it's weird, I suppose it all just seemed normal at the time.
Yes,
yeah.
it was nothing.
No, that's right.
Yeah, it was just something you accepted.
Yeah. I suppose what I'm thinking about is, good, I'm not the first person to bring shame on the family, but in terms of unconventional living, You can't imagine it being the happiest day of her life. It's amazing. You know, my great-great-grandmother, as far as we can see, had at least 4 children out of wedlock.